Greetings and salutations, fellow jugs of milk in the fridge that I'm pretty sure are basically on the verge of expiring, but in spite of that, on my lactose intolerance, I plan on trying to drink them today before they can actually expire. It is I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the boy.
Hey, I don't know why he does this to himself.
Food waste. This is the Two Nerds podcast, and it is a glorious day, for recently we have played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. It is a great game, but not worthy of a podcast.
Yeah, it's just not, there's not enough to talk about. It's really fun, it's full of fun, bits from Ninja Turtles lore. It is a great game to play with friends. We got a bunch of pizza and played fucking Ninja Turtles, and it was fun. That is not 30 minutes of content.
Nope.
So we are going to talk about the movies we haven't seen, and whether or not we haven't seen them because we're lazy, or we haven't seen them because they're bad.
Or, received no advertisement or whatever. It's an ongoing project. The Two Nerds don't go to the movies. This will be the third episode now. If you want to find out the long and detailed description for why this project started, you can look at the first episode. We cover that in the beginning. Also, there's some shit in the description. I don't know if you've noticed the little Linktree, not LinkedIn. Link. The link for the Linktree. It's not LinkedIn. You can click that, and all the stuff you see ticking past you in the ticker will be there, and you can buy it or support us on Patreon. $5 tier gets you episodes of Journey of Wrestling earlier, and I know most of you are watching Journey of Wrestling and not this podcast. So that's really good. $1 tier, and we just talk about how cool you are, like Rob, a guy from Ohio, Passion Killer 711, and Jesse Weock.
There we go.
Yep. I'm getting good at that copy shit.
There you
Not
go.
saying Linktree. That I'm terrible at. I keep getting emails from LinkedIn is the problem, and they're like, oh, you're getting attention. Did you want to run a youth religious community center emotional outreach program? And I'm like, what part of me having written a book about a guy fighting demons did you think?
Man fight demons. He loved Jesus.
No. Man indifferent toward Jesus. Thinks Jesus seems nice, but hasn't met him personally.
So, it is time to once again talk about movies. Now, we actually finished 2022 last time, so we're diving back to 2021 to see all of the shit that we didn't watch there too.
Yeah, we'll go backwards on that, and when we have a new episode that 2022 applies to, for example, when the month of June is over, and we can talk about May, June, we'll get back to it. I'm going to open a can of soda. This is me opening the soda, and it's not a reference to a previous bit. See? Everything is fine.
Don't resurrect the bit. The bit is dead.
It is. It's so dead. The first movie that came out, as you guys have no doubt already read because you're watching with your eyes, is Eternals, which we actually did see.
Yeah, we did a podcast on it, I believe.
We sure did.
So moving right along.
Well, it does taste like mango. Weird undercurrent to that. Red Notice. I don't know why I right-clicked.
Yeah, we don't normally bother with that.
Did you watch this film?
No, you would think I would have, right?
Yeah.
Look at it. It's got Dwayne Johnson, who for a long time I made a point to watch every movie of his that came out. That eventually fell off because he started doing some real trash
It was
there for a while.
It was the Tooth Fairy. That was what killed it. You
Yeah.
got like halfway through the Tooth Fairy and bailed.
And Gal Gadot, I believe is how you pronounce that. I keep hearing, basically every time I hear her, someone pronounces her last name differently, so I never know.
I thought this was a bit. That's fabulous. I don't hear anyone pronounce anything because I don't listen to people.
I hear Godot. I heard Godot waiting for the longest time, and now everyone says Gadot, and I was not informed when we changed.
I give it 5 years before her first name's Gail.
And then Ryan Reynolds, who I love basically in all the things he's in, because he's usually playing the
Oh
same
my
guy.
god, this is the Egg movie.
Yeah, that's the Egg movie.
Oh no! Oh, I can never watch this. I never want to give it money. It made an entire pay-per-view that I didn't watch his storyline about a weird fucking egg that may or may not have been sexual manipulator Vincent Kennedy McMahon's testicles. Allegedly.
It was allegedly his testicles?
No, he's allegedly
I know.
a sexual manipulator. That
But
was
yeah.
for the crowd.
But yeah.
Wow, they're making 2 sequels. That's great.
It did fucking huge numbers.
Did it? Okay.
It was like the most successful movie in Netflix history.
It's The Rock.
It's done more numbers than like most of their series. Everyone fucking loved Red Notice. It is a dumb by all reports, dumb, fun blockbuster movie that isn't related to comic books, and it is thus serving a very underserved section of the audience who likes dumb, fun blockbuster movies that aren't comic book movies. Because for about a decade and a half now, all the big blockbusters were comic book movies, and some people don't like those.
I'm really glad, though, for them, because it's good that this movie contains 3 actors that shouldn't remind anybody of comic book characters, especially those that have been portrayed in movies.
Right.
It's not my kind of movie anyway, all joking aside. I'm not really into heists.
You would think, and it's a heist movie. Yeah. You would think I would be all up on this. I have no desire to watch it. It's like they made a movie for me in a lab, and then I went, declined.
Finch. Post-apocalyptic survival film starring Tom Hanks.
And a robot.
Oh, it's on Apple TV.
That's why we don't know what the hell this is, and
because I was like, I'll watch this. This looks great, but I'm not Apple TV.
I think I actually know this movie. I think I know this movie.
You guys met in college?
This movie is about, like, I think the sun is evil in this one. Like, it's
a child or the sky orb?
Sky orb.
Sky orb. Well, that's regular.
Bad sky orb. More bad. Very hot. And
so, like, Dr. Manhattan.
No, temperature-wise, not donger.
But both give you cancer.
Oh, that's fair. But it's the sun is like super hot and people can't survive in it. So he has like a blacked out like a Buffy vampire RV that he travels in, and the robot is like his sidekick. Because the robot can do stuff out in the sun. And he's like dying of some unnamed dying man disease.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. That's a shame. That's absolutely a shame.
I was skimming the beginning of the plot. That's what the deal is. It looks like a fun movie. Too bad I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, sorry. Spencer. God, I don't know what I gotta center mouse button. Just click it. Historical fiction, psychological drama.
It's about Princess Di.
Oh, wow, it's the lead up to what happened there when she was thinking about the divorce and all that.
Yeah, and then a tragic accident happened and the royal family definitely didn't have her killed. Definitely not.
Yeah. This is not really what I'm interested in. If I knew somebody who wanted to sit down and watch this movie with me, I would watch the movie, but I don't care.
This seems fine. I don't give a shit about Princess Diana.
No. A lot of people were really wrapped up in her as a person. Outside of the UK.
I was like a wee little one when she died.
And people, gave a shit.
They real did.
Yeah.
And, it was a tragedy and all, but, lots of people die.
I can't imagine... I'm trying to think of my favorite political figure. If Obama died, I'd be sad, but I wouldn't be, wailing and grieving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would miss the Game Grumps memes, but nothing's stopping them from making more. They can make a ghost Obama. This actually gets better if he dies. So, I don't know.
Ghost
Maybe
Obama.
I've just got an outlook that saves me from that kind of celebrity worship.
This is it's an action film. Tyrese Gibson.
We do like some Tyrese.
Clint Eastwood's kid, who looks fucking weirdly like him. That is a strong family resemblance. Look at that poster.
Like a cross between him and the dude who plays Venom.
Yeah, like maybe that's his mom.
But we got a Mel Gibson in that one. I'm interested. Dropped.
Yeah, he's a fine actor, but
we're talking about Dangerous. If we didn't say that out loud, I don't see plot. No.
Yeah, there's not really a plot. Well, I don't. This sure looks like a movie.
Yeah, there's not even an explanation.
Nope, it's a movie. It's that man is dangerous.
Or maybe someone else is dangerous.
Well, I'm gonna give it a pass.
Yeah, I mean, even if there wasn't Mel Gibson, tell me what your movie is. Get better people to be editing your Wikipedia article. It's 2022, man. How are you not, as a major company? This is Lionsgate. How are you not putting?
How do you not have a Wikipedia staff?
Yeah,
just an intern.
It just needs to be one guy who does other shit. That's so bizarre to me.
If I was notable enough to have a Wikipedia, I wouldn't edit it myself because they don't like that. But I would definitely get someone.
Look at fucking Love Hard. Look at that.
There's a whole... Wow, this looks fucking awful.
It's an American romantic comedy starring Nina Dobrev, Jimmy O. Yang, and Darren Barnett. It is about a young woman who travels to her online crush's hometown for Christmas, but discovers she's been catfished. I mean, I don't like modern comedies, but that sounds like a decently
Christmas
amusing.
romance movie is a weirdly popular subgenre.
And terrible. They're supposed to be bad, I gather.
Well, then this one looks like it's going to be a fucking fine example of its oeuvre.
I may have seen a review of this. Maybe not. I don't know. It's weird to be so far past this now that I might have seen a review of it. This is November of, you have eyes, but of 2021, yeah.
Did we do December? Test. Yeah, we did December.
No, we're going to do November, December here.
Oh, we're going back.
We do 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah. The beta test is a dark comedy thriller written and directed by Jim Cummings and P.J. McCabe. Jim Cummings.
I think that's the voice actor.
Actor and filmmaker. Acting roles. No.
No, okay. Different Jim Cummings.
Yeah. Okay.
That would have been surprising.
Yeah. Follows a talent agent whose life is turned upside down after taking part in a secret sex pact. Okay.
So it's that kind of beta test. Okay.
I was going to make a joke about that, and then it was.
Yeah, that is the thing. And is that Elijah Wood? The face on the cover.
No.
It looks like Elijah Wood.
The only person who has a page is Jim Cummings. So, no, it's not.
Interesting.
It's not really my thing.
I'm good.
Again, like, I'm not... We've said this before, and we might end up saying it every podcast. I don't know that I like comedy right now. Like, I like things that are funny, but people wrote it for me to digest as humor. Dogs are fighting next door. I don't like it. I don't tend to like it. It's usually not funny.
So I don't dislike comedy movies. I don't have anything against them, but like a lot of whether or not I'm going to enjoy a comedy kind of depends on if it sneaks up on me. I know that sounds weird, but like if I'm not expecting to be watching a comedy, I might have a good time, but I'm not going to seek one out.
Because you see like a comedy's like premise and you're like, that's fucking stupid. You're not going to make me laugh. Suck it, comedy. I win. I had a terrible 2 hours and a half. Shit. Clifford the Big Red Dog, we're not 12, is basically the long and short of that.
I feel like 12's a little old for Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I feel like that's about the oldest that you'd be watching Clifford the Big Red Dog without having kids. That's the other thing. We don't have kids.
Yay.
Emily Elizabeth is 12. That's how you relate.
You know what? That's fair.
So there you go. I'm sure it was fine.
Yeah, whatever, sure, fine. Yeah. I'm glad for them. I'm glad that movie exists. I'm not interested.
Tick, Tick, Dot, Boom is a musical drama film directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Ooh, so it's going to be a lot of good musicals, and everyone's going to screech at me for 9 years about how it's the best thing ever.
I don't know why you talk to so many musical people, but maybe
I don't know either. Like, the internet comes at, like, this is the part of the internet you don't live on, is I had so many people talk, like, in huge, I think it's because I have a lot of history people in various, like, social media and YouTube and shit like that, and Hamilton was, like, their one chance to grasp at pop culture. Like, oh, it's historical fiction, and it's very popular. Everyone, I'm important, listen to me!
So it was like when Frozen came out, and suddenly every straight white dude on the internet found a chance to embrace their femininity at something that wasn't, like, offensive in some way. And they all collectively decided that Frozen was the greatest film ever made and wouldn't shut up about it. And I had to listen.
But I didn't experience that.
Right. It's your version of that for me.
Yeah. I'm sure Hamilton's a fine musical. Okay?
I'd like to watch it, honestly. I just haven't gotten around to it. This seems like a complicated, like a history thing.
Yeah, it's like a musical historical drama.
Yeah, I don't know. This actually sounds interesting. I don't know that I would end up watching it, but
I mean, I pretty much am going to have to watch Hamilton first.
Because this is the sequel, clearly.
Well,
that's Hamilton.
Yeah, clearly.
That's him.
Yeah. He's changed a bit since the last portrayal.
Yeah. Well, he looks kind of like Dante Martin now, and But yeah, no. Home, Sweet Home Alone. They're still making Home Alone movies.
I'm pretty sure that's a de-aged Adam from Adam Ruins Everything.
Well, let's add another thing to the pile. It's the 6th film in the franchise.
Stop.
It's got Parnell. Oh, and Keenan.
It's good.
I'm sure it's fine. Is
that Aisling B?
What now?
Right before Keenan. Hover over that.
Boom.
Yeah, it's a British, Irish comedian.
She won the So You Think You're Funny award.
Yeah, she's in a lot of British panel shows. She's very funny.
Cool.
So
maybe this
might actually be funny.
Okay. All right. I'm good. But,
yeah, me too. I'm glad for them. It's on Disney Plus, so we could see it. I don't want to.
I'm not interested.
But it looks like it was probably really fun to make.
The prequel to Apex Legends.
Pretty sure not. Who boy is another
Neil
one of these?
McDonough. All right. Wow, I haven't seen a poster like that since 2012. And I don't mean the movie 2012.
Look who's in the movie. I'm pretty sure that's when this movie was made.
Right? In the not-too-distant future, Thomas Malone, an ex-cop, is a prisoner serving a life sentence for a crime he didn't commit.
I'm not looking at the cast page. If Bruce Willis isn't Thomas Malone, no. I will eat this remote.
Please don't eat my remote. No, he is Thomas Malone. He's offered a chance at freedom if he wins a secret game on a private island as prey to 5 ultra-rich hunters. Hunters is in quotation marks.
It's the most dangerous game. They made the most dangerous game, but with a white guy.
Yeah, well, okay.
No,
I'm sure it would be fine.
Just watch the most dangerous game. It's a good movie. Gary Busey's in it, and he's got crazy teeth. And it's the role he was born to play as crazy man. Not this.
I'm sorry. This is the worst sentence I've ever seen on Wikipedia. Bruce Willis was nominated... Here, it's this sentence in accolades we're talking about, viewer. Bruce Willis was nominated for his performance in this movie, as he was for all movies he appeared in 2021, in the category Worst Performance by Bruce Willis in a 2021 movie at the Golden Raspberry Awards. Fucking rearrange that sentence.
No, that's intentional.
This is Wikipedia. This isn't your fucking stand-up show.
That's an intentional structure to nail Golden Raspberry Awards as like a bit, as like a punchline.
Get out of here, former college humor writer. You're not allowed to have a job now.
Apparently there was a category Worst Performance by Bruce Willis. He was in a lot of movies in 2021. I'm going to guess.
I'm sure. Whatever.
Is the joke. The Power of the Dog. Okay. As with all movies with the word dog in the title, we're going to have to check with the dog if the dog dies.
I don't know if there's a dog in this movie. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch.
Is he playing an American?
Yeah.
Look, Benny, boy, Bud, Bubby. I'm willing to meet you at Stephen Strange. He's a New Yorker. He's got a very high adjusted, palate, and the way he speaks is very cultured, even if you don't have the accent. I believe you as a cowboy about as much as I believe me as a pro fitness model. It's just not your scene, Home Slice.
People don't know that you're not shredded.
I'm not, for the record.
Apparently it was Oscar bait. And it was really good, I guess. I don't know. It might be a movie about a sad cowboy, and I'm generally into that, so I could watch it. I'm just not a big fan of Benedict Cumberbatch. Wow, what a poster.
That lady's mad.
She's bruised. It's a sports drama, produced and directed by Halle Berry.
Starring Halle Berry.
Yeah.
No, this does not.
Mixed reviews, bad screenplay, multi-picture deal for Barry. It's a UFC movie. This
stinks of Vanity Project.
Yeah, they don't do those anymore. I don't care. I thought it said Blurst now that I got out here. The Princess Switch 3 Romancing the Star. Did you want to see the poster there, viewer? Well, first of all, we haven't seen the other two Princess Switch movies.
Yeah, we would be all confused. We wouldn't know the lore.
Also, this falls into the, Christmas time shit film zone.
Yeah.
Next up is Ghostbusters Afterlife.
This looked good. I don't know what happened that I didn't end up watching this movie.
I don't know.
Pandemic, I'm gonna guess.
Maybe. We were starting to come out of it. We were in theaters at this point, but
This looked good. This looked like a good Ghostbusters sequel.
so like I never sat down and watched both Ghostbusters movies front to back. I have seen both Ghostbusters movies, like in pieces, in parts. I caught them on cable. I didn't.
I am dealing with it. Continue your story.
Right, and here's for those of you who aren't our personal friends. I had a very moderated childhood, whereas you saw Hellraiser at age 2, I think.
I think it was like 8, 10.
Still a little young. So, like, most of the time when I caught classic films, it was on, TBS or whatever. And I certainly wasn't sitting still long enough because of the undiagnosed ADHD to be ready for a movie to begin and watch it through to the end, commercials and all. So that's why I haven't seen the originals front to back. I've seen them in pieces and parts over the last 36 years. And this looked fine, but that's part of the reason we didn't go is because let's throw it on the list. Let's throw
Ghostbusters Afterlife we should watch.
I thought it looked amusing. I was a little worried that it was going to be dumb, but I've seen a couple reviews of it. I don't know the plot details. They were like non-spoiler reviews. But it was, it was fine.
Yeah, I you know what else I think happened? I think I saw one teaser trailer for this, and then until after the movie came out, I saw nothing the fuck else for it. And by the time I saw more things to remind me that it existed, it was out of theaters. This literally was the time when advertising would have helped. Yeah. Because I forgot this movie existed.
They had a decent campaign. We just weren't being advertised.
Oh, we're not watching this.
No, I was gonna. But, no respect for Will Smith. Go fuck yourself. Extinct. Let's see here. Oh, wow, it's got Rachel Bloom in it. How fun. And it's got Benedict Wong. Wow, what a fun cast. It follows two flummels, an extinct rabbit-like species that find themselves transported from their island home in the year 1835 to modern-day Shanghai. This is a Russian film?
Those are donuts. Those are donut cats.
What?
Those are donut cats.
Every word I read in this summary makes me more confused. I don't want to watch this because it's a children's movie, but...
Yeah, it's a Russian children's movie.
I think they're, for whatever reason, I don't know why Russia is the thing they're talking about. Worldwide on Netflix. So it came to Russia first. But, this is an American fucking cast.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wild.
Donut rabbits from the Galapagos Islands. What will they think of next?
And the main characters' names are Op and Ed. What the fuck?
Like from the Washington Post?
Like I said, everything I read about this gets more and more bizarre. Anyway.
Somebody was on the booger sugar when they came up with that shit.
Come On. It's an American black and white drama film with Joaquin Phoenix. So, that
already
tampers down my interest.
Losing interest rapidly.
Praised for its performances, direction, and cinematography. Radio journalist travels the country with his producing partners interviewing children. I'm good. Pass. Black Friday. Horror comedy starring Devon Sawa, Ivana Baquero, Ryan Lee, Stephen Peck, Michael Jai White, and Bruce Campbell, who serves as producer. A parasitic organism attacks Allmart employee Monty as he prepares the store for Black Friday. That sounds pretty stupid.
So it's a goofy ass monster movie with Bruce Campbell in it and Michael Jai White. That honestly could be kind of fun.
It could be, yeah. I'm not in any hurry to watch it. I don't know that it needs to go on the list, but
no, but its existence pleases me.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. Zeros and ones.
That fucking look at that pointy motherfucker. Ethan Hawke is a very pointy man.
Is there a plot? Nope.
Nope. Zeros and ones. one of those numbers is the number of time I'm going to watch it. It's not one.
Yeah, sorry, Ethan. Maybe, again, who is this? Who's producing this?
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate. Hire a guy, Lionsgate.
Do you want to be the guy?
I'll take it. I'll work for minimum wage. That's like peanuts. But, I wouldn't be working that much and just be friend of the world. Dark comedy with the tone of an absurdist stage play. Structured like an episode of Black Mirror or The Twilight Zone. Brack Mirror would be a fucking...
Welcome to Brack Mirror! Oh, it's wild!
Pulls from The Thing in La French. Surreal experimental film, post-apocalyptic. After devastating war, young filmmaker emerges from the destruction of an old bunker and discovers a military general who claims that the last 2 people alive. Oh, it just is weird. It's weird.
So it's Turbo Kid, but like sad.
But French.
Sad and French.
Yeah.
At some point, someone is smoking a cigarette and they look directly into the camera and they go, "Life is shit," in English with a French accent. That's this movie.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a 4 a.m. kind of movie. Encanto.
I want to watch Encanto.
That is on our list already.
Just because it's fucking...
The musical and fun and colorful and...
It looks really good. It looks really good in a way a lot of Disney animated movies haven't in the last couple of years. At least to me.
It's... I don't know how to really explain that, but I get exactly what you mean, except that not with the same list of movies.
Right.
It's very interesting to me. But this is not the place to explore it. We have other movies to talk about, like House of Gucci, which I could sit down and actually watch.
So this movie that movie's either insufferable or it's like American... God, what was the name of that? With the science oven?
Wow, you asked me way too fast.
American Gangster?
No, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right. Whatever it was with Christian Bale and Jennifer Lawrence when she was big... It was a movie that we both really loved.
Yeah.
And I get the same vibe from this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
American Hustle.
Hustle, that's it.
Got it.
I do get that vibe, and that's kind of why I want to sit down and watch it. And I like Adam Driver and Lady Gaga, so it sounds fun. It does have Jared Leto in it, so...
Look, he's a competent actor. He can deliver a competent performance. So
how else could you convince 14-year-olds to come to your sex island?
Just so long as you don't, let him off the leash.
How else is he going to get back to his sex island?
I'm separating art from artist there, man.
Yeah, no,
You bring it up every time someone mentions his name, and I respect it. It's just, I'm talking about him as an actor.
As an actor, he's fine. Look, as an actor, Mel Gibson is fine. But here we are. The Unforgivable. Gonna let that hang in the air for a minute. It's based on a British miniseries from 2009. Sandra Bullock, Vincent D'Onofrio, John Bernthal. Wow.
This might be good.
Viola Davis. Ooh.
What is this? What is it about?
Ruth Slater is released from prison after serving 20 years for murdering a sheriff who came to evict her 5-year-old sister, Katie. Upon release, she gets 2 jobs and begins a search for a strange younger sister. So it's kind of like a mystery thriller?
It's just a drama film. It's probably like a lot of family drama stuff. This is a really, really good cast, and I'm sure they give great performances. But this looks like it would just be kind of a sad movie.
Depressing, and not in the way of I watched that and I feel something. Just sort of I watched that and now I have to...
that's a really solid cast. This is... But, I don't know, man.
They're making Resident Evil movies still? What the fuck? Oh, no, they're making new ones. It is a reboot. I didn't know that came out.
Oh, is it an actual Resident Evil movie?
Yeah, it's supposed to be based on the first 2 games.
Without that lady that the director loves?
Yeah, a different director. How did it do? 41.8 million worldwide against a 25 million budget?
Oh, that's not bad. That almost made its budget plus marketing back.
Where is reception?
31% on the RT. Not that
Yeah,
matters much.
They don't know shit about fuck.
What's the audience percentage? Positive score, 61.
3 out of 4
People
stars.
generally liked it.
Seems like it was fine.
Yeah.
So about as good as the first actual, the original Resident Evil movie. Fine. Probably has more to do with Resident Evil.
And less to do with that one lady. She seems like a nice lady, to be fair.
She's a good actor. I just don't. I'm not in love with her like the director.
Yeah, I don't want to make. He essentially, all his movies are to her as Barney was to that one kid.
Yeah,
They just basically exist for her.
He does what everyone thinks Rob Zombie does with Sherry Moon.
Yes.
Yes. I've just put her in a part because I have this group of actors that I put in parts, and one of them is my wife. It's not Angel. Angel from the heavens above. I will craft a movie for you where you are the strongest, most independent woman. I will make Joss Whedon weep. And then he does.
Yeah, and then he does.
Again, and again, and again. And then
deli-
they have a lot of sex about it.
Look, he delivers every time.
And good for
If
him.
you like a movie about a really cool lady who does fucking spin kicks and is the coolest person in the room, you can just go to that Luc Besson, I want to say.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that big deal. Another Christmas comedy, 8-Bit Christmas, based upon the novel of the same name, starring Neil Patrick Harris and a bunch of people I've never heard of. David Cross, Steve Zahn.
Pretty sure I thought that guy's name was Kevin Jabronsky for a minute, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's on HBO Max, favorable reviews. Well, hold on.
Yeah, no, you started to read the plot, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna put it on the list with the caveat if I need to watch a Christmas movie. Last year, I think it was, I for the first time in my life watched National Lampoon's Christmas movie.
I bet you it was bad.
Not funny. I mean, it was funny. I could tell it was funny 30 years ago.
Yeah.
To watch a Christmas movie. We're going to shorten that to Xmas. If Xmas film necessary. Whatever, I don't think I spelled that right. Yeah, I don't know. That looks kind of fun. Very told in flashback and about getting a Nintendo for Christmas.
Yeah. Very much a Christmas story, but for a later generation.
Yeah, you'll shoot your eye out with the Zapper. The Humans.
Okay.
Which could probably be the title of about 90% of films.
I want to know why you named it The Humans.
Based on a one-play act of the same name. It's got Amy Schumer in it. Stephen Yeun, though. On Thanksgiving, Eric and Deidre Blake, their daughter Amy, and Eric's senile mother Momo, well, I like Momo, visit their other daughter Bridget at her new apartment that she shares with her partner Richard. If my name was Bridget, I don't think I'd get together with a guy named Richard. That's too close.
Unless you like it.
Oh, I don't.
But someone might. I could see that.
Whoa, hold on. This took a left turn. Eric is immediately disapproving of the apartment as it's run down in a flood risk zone and close to ground zero. Oh, it's 9/11 trauma he has. It sounds again like a family drama movie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not for me, really. South Park post-COVID, does that count as a movie? Okay. I didn't watch it.
It was released in theaters.
Was it?
I think.
No. Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not the same thing.
I don't watch South Park. I did when I was young. It seemed like it was South Parky.
Yeah.
Licorice Pizza. I heard a lot of people talking about this one.
I mean, I don't like the idea of licorice pizza, but I'm pretty sure that's not what the movie's about. That definitely seems like not quite The Humans level, but a name for a movie that means fucking nothing.
Ensemble cast. Starring Alana Haim and Cooper Hoffman in their film debuts. Sean Penn, Tom Waits, Bradley Cooper, and Benny Safdie, I'm going to guess. Got a lot of awards, or at least nominations. Gary Valentine, 15-year-old actor, preparing for his high school picture day. He notices 25-year-old Alana Kane, a photographer's assistant, and strikes up a flirtatious conversation with her. They become friends. I don't know that I want to see this. I think I'm gonna just dance away from licorice pizza. It sounds like I'm being hyperbolic. It sounds like what was that movie, Rushmore?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Rushmore vibes. I don't know if I'm in the right mental space to watch a movie like that, but I did see Rushmore and it was all right.
All right.
There you go. We're into December. Single all the way. There's going to be a lot of these that we're just like no on because it's fucking.
I don't generally give a shit about Christmas movies.
Yeah. Oh wow, Christmas movie. Single all the way. Ha 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 ha.
That's about what that deserves.
Back to the Outback. That's cute. Oh, Isla Fisher. I like her. Tim Minchin, Eric Bana, Guy Pearce, Keith Urban. Got a good voice. Limited theatrical release, Netflix. This looks like a cute animated movie. It's got a scorpion in it.
Yeah.
And a spider. Wow. And a horny toad.
I mean, that's what's in the Outback.
Yeah. Nice.
Bunch of scary-ass Australian animals and a koala bear.
I'm not a child, so I probably won't watch that, but I'm glad it exists.
Hey, speaking of.
Yeah, the animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. Good, because I thought that had already come out like 5 years ago.
I think there might be many of these, actually.
Yeah, but this is a reboot. They're going animated with this. I was not formative when these books came out.
So they mean nothing to me.
Absolutely nothing. Encounter, which is Encanto if you're drunk, or Southern. Man, I tell you what, there today I was watching that Encounter, and it's a really beautiful message about individuality and family. It's pretty good, all right. They don't talk about that Bruni guy. He's
Encounter also could be a name for roughly 45% of films, I feel like.
I don't know if there's a lot of films where no one encounters anything.
Well, some are like a longer term.
Even that YouTube channel where that guy just sat down and smiled, he encountered something.
Yeah, it's
well, something encountered him. I feel like...
Nope.
U.S. Marine Malik Khan has 2 young boys, Jay and Bobby. If your name is Malik and you have Jay and Bobby, okay, whatever. They're living with their mother, Pia, again. And their mother's new partner, Dylan. Dylan got to name the kids.
Yep, those are Dylan. This is Dylan's fault.
Rescue mission. Okay, this is... They go in, they save things. That's not really my kind of movie.
Should be. I think like it's fun.
Yeah, I think this would be a movie for you if the lead actor was someone you gave a shit about.
Yeah, like if I was introduced to them through some other vehicle.
Yeah.
This is exactly the sort of fucking I'm not busy this week movie that if it were someone like Jason Momoa, I would watch it.
Or Jason Statham, or
really most Jasons.
Jason Lee. Mixtape is an American comedy film set in Spokane in the last month of the 20th century. Middle schooler Beverly Moody lives with her grandmother, Gail, a USPS mail carrier. They only have each other, as Beverly's parents died in a car accident when she was 2 years old. Kim, her mother, was only 16 when she was born. Woof. Thinking about her, or talking about her daughter makes Gail sad. I was like, what the fuck is this?
This is a comedy!
Yeah.
This is a comedy, remember?
This is a coming-of-age movie.
Throw a pie!
Yeah. I'm not coming of age, and I'm really tired of those stories. West Side Story, I actually wanted to see.
I do not.
I've not seen the original. I'll see it with my girlfriend.
You go off.
I've heard it's not as good, but, like, the spectacle's probably pretty nice. That's about the long and short of it. If you want to see a West Side Story and you haven't, are you young? See this one. Are you old? See the original. The end. Don't Look Up.
This was that insufferable movie, right?
Satire of government, political celebrity, and media influence and indifference, to the climate crisis. Polarizing reviews. Praised the cast and the musical score, but were divided on the merits of the satire.
Yeah, this is that one that, as I understand it, is basically a bunch of famous actors yanking themselves off about how aware and thoughtful they are.
I was going to go
on
with
screen.
fart sniffing, but I like yours better. And you know what? They probably have a really good point, but at the same time, worst person you know has a really good point is a thing. And they're not the worst people I know.
They're not even the worst people that we've talked about today.
No, there's a lot of great actors
At
in there.
least
that I have a lot of
Leonardo
respect for.
DiCaprio's replaceable girlfriends are in their 20s.
So long as they can shoot a gun. It's a very American way to judge your 18-ness. I tried to go back to single all the way. I was just so excited to watch it. National champions. American sports drama, what do you know?
Sports movie, no thanks.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. It's just a $100 bill.
And a football.
And some stadium lights. Yeah,
Yeah.
that, wow. Star collegiate quarterback ignites players strike hours before the biggest game of the year in order to fight for fair compensation, equality, and the respect of the athletes who put their bodies in the health line for schools. Well,
I mean, it's like a good sports movie.
yeah, that's
It's
you know.
fight for your rights, doing a strike. I like that. I like that.
Christian Chenoweth, I'm excited about that. J.K. Simmons.
Oh,
I don't want to watch this, but I want someone in the audience to. Let me know if it's good.
Yeah, this looks fine.
Yeah. Being the Ricardos. Oh yeah,
This is that Lucy movie.
Yes. This is the one with Nicole Kidman.
Oh, it's an Aaron Sorkin movie, so it's just going to be like 90 minutes of people just talking very fast.
Probably.
Honestly, given the subject matter, that kind of works.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not that bad. Good cast. More J.K. Simmons. I don't know. I could watch it. I could not.
I don't have
Yeah.
any emotional connection to Lucille Ball. I don't like any part of this. I want to state for the record, before we even get further, you have basically lost me at the naked man in the donut and calling your movie Red Rocket. None of this bodes well.
The plot follows a porn star who returns to his hometown and begins a relationship with an adolescent girl.
Oh, is Jared Leto in this?
And it's about him.
Oh, come on. He's not a porn star.
That's true.
He's not as respectable.
I mean, yeah, honestly, there's a lot of bad porn I'd rather watch than Morbius. The Hating
Time.
Game is a documentary about Morbius, starring Lucy Hale, Austin Stowell. Lucy and Josh, two executive assistants, are forced to work together after their respective publishing companies emerge. Can't stand each other.
Fucking movie. That movie has existed since movies were a thing, and it will never be free of that movie.
Rumble finally came out. It's the WWE monster movie. I don't care. I didn't care when it was first advertised, and it's been too long. I don't care anymore. Past that. The end. It had Ben Schwartz in it. He was probably someone blue. South Park post-COVID, the return of COVID. See our previous South Park. Rewind the video. Listen to us talk about what we feel about South Park, the COVID one. Apply that here. Spider-Man No Way Home. We saw that movie. We did a podcast on that movie. That was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Same.
Nightmare Alley.
This
Ooh, Guillermo del Toro.
This draws me in. I'm interested in
A
this.
feature film adaptation of the William Lindsay Gresham novel.
Oh, so it's actually going to be proper noir.
1939 drifter Stan Carlisle, that's a hell of a 1939 name,
Yeah,
obtains a job at a carnival and watches a geek show in which a deranged man eats live chicken.
No, all right.
Yeah,
this
no.
is going on the list.
This sounds good.
This has some spice. This has some verve. I'm interested in this.
Didn't hear about it.
No, not at all. The first I've ever hearing its existence.
Yeah. The Lost Daughter, psychological drama, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. Woo.
I mean, yeah, she's been through some shit.
Yeah, that's someone who can really... While on holiday in Greece, middle-aged college professor and noted translator Leda Caruso meets Nina, a young mother. After Nina's 3-year-old daughter Elena goes momentarily missing on the beach, Leda finds Elena and returns to Nina with expresses growing exhaustion and unhappiness. Elena's upset after she loses her favorite doll, which Leda has secretly taken.
It's a psychological drama. Some shit's gonna go some places.
This sounds like it gets dark and interesting. I'm not going to put it on the list, but if I stumbled across it, I might watch that on my own.
I know why we haven't seen this next one.
Yeah, Apple TV. But let's go ahead and look at it. Science fiction romantic drama.
Starring Mahershala Ali.
Produced by.
Oh, produced by.
Stars. It stars Ali. Okay.
Yeah, I thought
Naomi
so.
Harris, Awkwafina. Oh, I do like Awkwafina. Glenn Close and Adam Beach.
Yeah, this is great. This looks great. Too bad it's on Apple TV.
When a loving husband and father, Cameron Turner, is diagnosed with a terminal illness, he's presented with the option of sparing his family grief by having him replaced with a clone, and is torn about whether to discuss the option with his wife.
Yeah, no, this looks
That's
cool.
interesting. That's interesting.
Too bad it's on something I can't watch.
Yep. The Tender Bar. A coming-of-age comedy drama. Thank you for the warning right up front, starring George Clooney, good actor.
Coming of what age? Middle?
Stars Ben Affleck, Ty Sheridan, Christopher Lloyd, Lily Rabe. Limited release. Yeah, Affleck got a nomination. Set in 1970s Long Island, 9-year-old J.R. Maguire and his mother Dorothy moved back in with his grandparents following the dissolution of his relationship with their father. I got those pronouns mixed up. There he forms a bond with his uncle Charlie, the owner of a local bar. Charlie acts as a surrogate father to J.R. and encourages his pursuit of becoming a successful writer. J.R.'s mother is determined he will go to Yale or Harvard and become a lawyer. That sounds delightful. If you're in the right age range, I don't need to watch a coming-of-age movie.
You are tired of them.
I am tired of them, but that sounds like a good one.
Yeah, it does. This is a good, well-made one.
Yeah. Mother Android. Post-apocalyptic science fiction thriller.
All right. Now I'm all right.
Chloe Grace Moritz. I'm down
Yeah,
for that.
okay,
She's
all
good. This film tells the story of a pregnant woman and her boyfriend who try to reach a fortified Boston amidst an AI takeover.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah. You know what?
Produced by Matt Reeves.
I think let's
No,
give this.
on the list.
Yeah, Mother/Android. Not as it's about as firmly as 8-Bit Christmas. I'll say that.
Yeah.
With greater scope. Sing 2.
Didn't watch Sing. I'd be lost.
Okay, all right. I kind of want to watch these movies
Why?
for the dumbest fucking reason.
All right, let's hear it.
Pretty. Every ad I've seen, I could not give a shit. The ads for Sing 2 revealed the entire plot of the film. Not that it wasn't transparent anyway, but come on, man. Kayfabe might be dead, but don't piss on its corpse. But it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty.
You know what? That's respectable, honestly.
They're on my personal list. I'm not going to subject your ass to that.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
The Matrix Resurrections.
Fuck no.
Man, I heard that was garbage.
It is. Like, I haven't seen it, but I know enough about what happens in this movie that the Wachowskis didn't want to make this, and the entire movie is them looking at the screen and Pip farting on a snare drum while they scream, "We didn't want to make this."
The Kingsman. This is the Kingsman movie I've been the most interested in seeing, and it's just because of the historical figures in it.
Rasputin's in it.
And a couple of the other people. It looked kind of neat, but I don't care.
The Kingsman movies, again, you would think these would be right up my alley. They're fucking James Bond movies with more humor, and they've got style and class and cool gadgets and fun bits, but I just don't care. I've seen a couple cool action scenes, and I feel like I've got what I needed out of that movie.
Yeah. If I saw one, it would probably be this one. The Tragedy of Macbeth. Oh, wow, the kerning on that's terrible. Historical thriller film.
It's Macbeth. I don't feel like we need the plot summary.
I suppose it is. I just didn't realize.
Fucking Macbeth.
This is the first film directed by just one Cohen. Got Denzel, Frances McDormand.
Denzel's Macbeth.
Probably. I like Macbeth. I could watch this.
Yeah, sure, fuck.
Sure, yeah. A Journal for Jordan. Oh, that's not what I thought that poster was going to be. Hey, we got more Denzel.
Yeah.
Based on the memoir.
And Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh, Michael B. Jordan.
That's the Jordan.
Ooh. Man, who gets lucky enough to have the last name Wisdom and be Robert Wisdom? That's great. Good for you. Good for you, Robert Wisdom. Based on a true story, while First Sergeant Charles Monroe King is deployed in Iraq, he keeps a journal of love and advice for his infant son. Sharing this journal with her son, his fiancée, Dana Kennedy reflects on her unlikely yet powerful relationship with King. Aw, he dies.
Yeah, he absolutely
He
fucking
is so
dies,
fucking
bro.
dead. Or the film makes you think he dies, and then he comes home in the last scene, and you're like, he's so beautiful! He could share his love with his son! One of the two. Flip a coin.
I mean, it's almost certainly the first one.
Yeah, probably. American Underdog. Wow, I didn't even hear about this shit.
Oh, it's about Kurt Warner? It's about one of the only football people I know?
Nightcrawler?
He was the quarterback for
the Munich Circus. I remember this.
for the Rams when they won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
The Rams are the football team I chose when I was a child to be my favorite football team. They're in LA now, along with all my other favorite sports teams, which is convenient for me.
Well, okay, hold on. This is by Lionsgate. We had the whole fucking plot here. Consistency.
Well, I mean, it's just a story about a guy's real life, so it's not hard.
Yeah, I guess. Copy paste.
I don't care, to be clear. I don't want it on the list.
If he is actually Nightcrawler, let me know in the comments and I'll watch it.
He's not.
And Memoria, or Memoria, I don't know. I know how I pronounce it. Tilda Swinton.
Very limited theatrical release.
Jessica, a Scottish expatriate to Bogota, Colombia, awakens one night to sudden loud booming sound. She appears to be the only one who can hear it. Wow, that's interesting. What kind of film is this? Fantasy drama.
Drama fantasy.
Oh.
This might be...
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't want to get too far into the plot because I don't want the spoiler, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if list interesting. But that is the last film in America of 2021. We walked away with a lot fewer than we usually do, about half.
Dude, November, December is a fucking graveyard anyway.
Yeah, it is. I have no idea what we're gonna watch in theaters this year for our annual movie watching.
Fuck, me neither.
But hey, maybe we'll watch Ghostbusters Afterlife at home.
Everything's better when nerds talk about it.
Fuck it.